Yo, so I ain't know in Texas why ain't nobody tell me this was going on? Where I been? I ain't know the Hispanics was going at it with the blacks. What? So I could have been in Texas and got in some stuff I ain't even know nothing about. Bro, let's run into the video and see what's going on.
Protest. But last month, black people asked Latinos to stop saying the N-word because black people find it disrespectful when Latinos say the N-word. And Latinos were so offended that they started disrespecting.
Within the last month, Tekashi.
Yo, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no, foundation, black American, all this stuff. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I do feel kind of offended when I hear people talking about, especially Hispanics, talking about just throwing the N-words around like that, calling me in. Brian, I know you don't even know my struggle. Never been. You know what I'm saying? So I could see where, but I ain't the type person to be like, oh, I just feel like, oh, they've been saying it so long, ain't nobody stop them, so just leave them. But let's see what's going on.
69 had a sit-down interview, and he was confronted about his excessive use of the N-word. And he had this to say.
I'm not the police either. Like, I got Mexican friends that say more than me.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for the police. Like, I'm waiting for the police to come. Like, I wait the police. I want a big black to come with a police shirt and be like, yo, I don't like you saying, bro.
See, this is my issue right here. See how he just said it? That's offensive. Like, it's too daring. Like, yo, bro, he know he's offending some people, so why he can't be like, yo, if I offend you, you know what I mean? I apologize, but this is how I was raised, and just give some explanation about it. You feel me? But why be so, you know what I mean, so abrasive about it, like disrespectful with it? You get what I'm saying? You're offending some people. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'm pretty sure y'all don't want us to call y'all certain names, because there's plenty of names out there that is offensive to y'all, and we don't just walk around and call y'all by it. You know what I'm saying? But clearly this is a word that was degrading to us, and we turned it into something that was like powerful towards each other. Now we just throw it around. Well, it's not even powerful. We don't even use it in a powerful way. We use it in a degrading way still. So it's like, I don't even like, we probably need to get rid of that word soon, but I ain't even gonna say we should, because we use it. Just leave it to us, bro. Why we can't have nothing to ourselves? Just leave it to us.
You know what I mean? Who gonna stop me?
And us as black people, we like, damn, like
That, yeah, well, like, as a black person, what you want us to say? How do you want us to answer that? I'm sorry.
No.
Now, Tekashi 69.
And this is where old buddy that's doing the interview, I look at him like a sucker. Cause you telling me he ain't even got enough balls, no nuts to check him right there, say something to him, explain to him, like, bro, it could be offensive to some people. I ain't the police, but hey, you can't see how it could be offensive. You know what I mean? So why he ain't say something to him about it? Know what I mean? Why he ain't saying something to him about it? This is my problem with these interviewers that's not, they just, yeah, just to get views, clicks, and all this stuff, bro. Come on, bro. Have a real conversation. That's why the Anton Daniels and that Corey Holcomb, as intense as that got, you feel me? I ain't even too mad at it. But the only thing I was like, man, at the end, I wish they would have sat down as men and hashed the situation out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, apologize. After they apologized, the story could have just went on. But let's keep it right here. Let's stay right here and see what's going on.
Is of Mexican and Puerto Rican descent, which still classifies him under the umbrella of being a Latino man. And as you can see, he has no remorse for how he uses the word. Now, he may not be trying to use the word to be racially insensitive towards blacks, but because he grew up around black, he may feel that he has the right to use the word. And
yeah, but like I said, he do probably, people gave him the pass, but whoever gave him the pass don't speak for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Whoever gave him the pass don't speak for everybody. It's like if I tell my kids, hey, you could cuss around me, but when you step outside, don't be doing that around everybody, or you know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's stuff you do at home that you just not gonna do outside. You get what I'm saying? So I don't understand that part. Like, I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. Okay? It's like, why do you need to stress it to the people that you already? I'm just saying, bro. He on some other stuff, bro. I don't
He's
like this
not the
guy.
only Hispanic person who feels like that.
Damn.
But then I started to do some level of inspection. I found out there is a big problem with this in the state of Texas.
And honestly, just from Black women in general, it sucks because I've been here my whole life and I honestly thought I would adapt to the environment. And I have in a way. I feel like I've become more resilient when it comes to obviously racist remarks or something slightly offensive, because I used to be the type of person that would get offended at every little thing. For example, a Hispanic person saying the N-word. I don't care enough anymore because this happens literally too much. And obviously there's nothing I can do.
This is a lady who lives in the
See? That's why it done got normal to Shorty. Shorty, like, she don't even care no more because it got normal. It got normal to her. That's how wild it then became. It got normal, and that's what I'm talking about. See? Like, it's some people that don't like it, but they just adjust to it. They just like, man, they probably think they black too or whatever, but most of these people some of them don't mean no harm. But I really do think some of them mean it like, oh, near this. You feel me? Do feel like some of them be using it like, oh, I got a pass to say it, so I'm going to just say it. You know what I'm saying? I do think some of them do that. Not all of them, but I do think some of them do it. Nah, let's be real about it. You know what I mean? Like, we say stuff, black people can say some racist stuff sometimes or use some racist stuff, but we don't do it like this. And like, but let's keep going, because I'm trying to see what's going on in Texas. Really, why is this an issue in Texas right now? They've been saying it.
San Antonio, Texas area, and she's saying that, hey, there's nothing I can do about it as a woman. These guys say it so much. This disrespect towards blacks is not just happening on the peer-to-peer level. It's also happening in the work environment as well.
Right, the Chandler Caesar, he's a Hispanic man. He got together with the director of HR and the board of trustees, and they came up with this plan to get rid of black employees at high positions. They did anything from putting false complaints in their folders so they could get demoted or get fired, and then they replaced these black employees with Hispanics. Hispanics went up, the hiring for Hispanics went up 50%.
We've been getting replaced, bro. Like, only some people blind to the fact that they trying to replace us out the workforce. Like, they been doing that. Like, they've been moving when other people move from other country, other race, they get like incentives to open business and all that. And what is people living out? I just don't see how the system is set up for black people to win in America. It's not set up. You get what I'm saying? Because we don't even own half the stores in our community, half the businesses in our community. We don't own. We don't control nothing. We don't control the jobs. We don't control the food. We don't control nothing.
These three individuals orchestrated the plan.
Now we're in the great Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas metro area, where we have another situation with, you guessed it, with Hispanics. And I came across this clip on Instagram, and what the brother is going to say is shocking.
Story time. This is why it's important to know Spanish in 2026. So I'm in the gym right behind me, and as I'm doing,
I ain't cutting them. I'm finna play it back. Let's pull it back up. But it's good to know a couple different languages if you can. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn one more. I only know 1.5. But let's go. Let's hear this.
It's shocking.
story time. This is why it's important to know Spanish in 2026. So I'm in the gym right behind me, and as I'm doing shoulders, a black woman walks in, and she has this big, huge blonde afro. It's quite noticeable, but it's her style, so I don't really give a damn. So she walks past me, and she sets up her bench next to two Latino males. Them not knowing that I understand and speak Spanish, this is what I hear. Oye, primo, mira esa mujer que fea. Mira esa mujer que fea. So in front of a black woman's face, You just said, look at that ugly woman. Literally 2 feet from her. So I dropped my damn weights. Because you're not finna talk about a black woman in front of my face like that. So I go to him, I say, papi, ¿qué le dijiste a esa mujer? He's like, no dije nada. I said, no. Tú dijiste que esa mujer está fea. Te escuché. He's like, no, papi, es que estaba mirando una foto. I said, okay, a ver, let me see the photo. And he's like, ya me voy. Curse these racist Latinos out. Do not be scared.
So you have this black man.
Real talk. I commend him for that. Because, you know, like, not everybody gonna stand up for people like that. I commend them for that. Like, they over there, they just disrespecting that woman because they think that woman don't speak the same language. And I'm gonna tell you some real stuff. It's like, you seen them videos going around on the internet where them people's in the Chinese store, they don't know they understand them, or they got the translator stuff, and Chinese talking about, oh, look at this, look at their toes, look like gorilla toes, and like just going in on females, like black females, like. And we the same one that support these folks. We spend our money with them. Money don't even stay in our community because we don't, like I just said, we don't have the resources for the money to circulate in our community. We don't have the infrastructure. We need to get it together. You get what I'm saying? But will it happen? It's up in the air. Let's keep going.
Who happens to understand and speak Spanish. And when a sister comes into the gym, you have these Hispanic men that are recognizing that she's there, and they start talking about the fact that this young lady is ugly. The brother responds to this by confronting the situation head on and responding in Spanish. And the men are now intimidated. They're saying they're looking at the phone. He's asking for the phone, and they're completely talking about this woman, right?
Yeah, they gonna say they not. That's just how racist people is. The first thing, when you say something to a racist person, they gonna be like, "Oh, my best friend is black," or "I have a friend that's black," or they never gonna say they're racist. They're gonna have something to come back with it. It's just like these females. When you say something that's true to them, they come find some trigger words. You insecure. You nah. They find something. You feel me? That's just guilt. Come on, let's
Again,
go.
if you thought that she was ugly, why did you need to talk about that with your friend? I mean, there's a lot of people that we could think are attractive or unattractive, and we don't need to mention that where somebody else can hear you. But the only reason why you would even say something like that is because you could get away with it. And this is a mistake that many foreigners or immigrants do when they're basically in the United States, especially when they are disrespecting black people. But then the problem is this.
See that I'm constantly pushing for unity between communities. Majority of the black people in the comments are stating how they get a lot of disrespect from the Latinos. And majority of the Latinos in my comments are actually really disrespectful to the black community. And I've been pushing for unity because these protests are not where we're going to unite. There's something bigger to come where we need that unity. And something that
She is right. I think something bigger probably gonna come, and we gonna need each other. When we talking, like, we don't need to be offending each other. You know what I mean? We we don't need to be offending each other. We need to have a sit down, and we need to get some understanding going. Cause like she said, the fight that's gonna come, we gonna need each other for it. Real talk, regardless. This ain't the time for egos. Put egos aside. Ain't no who's more superior. We all bleed the same, bro. We all breathe the same air, all that. We all wake up, we take a shit, piss. We all do that the same. So it's about time.
I've been noticing during these protests is a lot of Latinos are asking the black community for help. And when the black community states how they don't want to, or they don't feel like they should, Latinos are disrespecting them with racial slurs.
Woo! Now, this is important. Now remember that Tekashi 6ix9ine situation where he's using the N-word. So now, when these communities, let's use the Latino community, when ICE is coming down their throats and they need support, they need protests, they then come back to the black community, a community in which at least people in their community, some of them have disrespected blacks. And now what's happening is you need to cash in a favor, and now the black community isn't interested. And instead of just understanding.
That's real. Because it's been a lot of times, a lot of protests. Black Americans been like, the Latino community, join in. Latina community, join in. And it fell on deaf ears. Like, we not black. But that's what I'm saying again. How do y'all get the pass to use that word? If We fighting the same struggle. That's the only reason why I would let it slide, because I'm thinking we the same. But some of y'all don't look at yourself as being like us. Y'all look at yourself like whites. You know what I mean? And I don't have, like me, I don't see race. I don't see none of that, bro. Because to me, that's one of the dumbest concept we could have around here. Like, oh, this race make this person more superior or smarter. We all got dumb people in our race. We all got smart ones. All right. The faster we realize that, the faster we'll get somewhere. Let's keep going.
That you've created this situation, you then add more fuel to the fire by disrespecting them even more. But there's more.
There's a video circulating on the internet where a Latina is yelling the N-word in a very derogatory form to a black police officer. How is that helping our cause when we're asking the black community to join us? There's videos on the internet where the comment section is full of hate from Latinos to black people because the black community doesn't want to join us on the protest. And while sure, I agree that this is everybody's fight, Latinos, we need to take responsibility and acknowledge the fact that this is our fault. I find it very ghetto and disrespectful for us to be saying the N-word. I find it very disrespectful for us to be even saying the M word, that stands for Beatles in Spanish. And while I am going to have a lot of people in the comments saying that this is all politics and about the Latinos for Trump BS, this has nothing to do with politics because it is before Trump took office. We were put against.
Real talk. Shorty she spitting. They need to sign her. She need a record deal. She spitting. She need a record deal.
Each other back in the 1970s and the 1980s, and we're a product of that now because it was our parents that were put against one another. Why? Must I remind you that back in the 1960s when we were all united, we actually got things done, like the Civil Rights Act movement. Latinos tend to forget that black people, the black community, were out protesting for field worker rights, immigration rights with us.
The young lady takes accountability. This is our fault. Have you forgotten what the black community did for us? She basically.
Facts. That's why I said Shorty spitting. She on point with it. She not sugarcoating nothing towards her race. She not, you know what I mean? She if anything, she telling them something that they need to hear. Like, and just like us, like, this ain't the time for us to point fingers. You know what I mean? Like, we really do need to unite. Like, we definitely, this ain't the time for us to be like, oh, no, or they was wrong, or we was wrong, or we was right, y'all was wrong. No, it's something bigger coming, like she said, and we need to unite for that, because what's coming, we don't know.
Also mentions the fact that a Latina woman during the protest was disrespecting a black cop. And all is well for these communities until you need something. This is the textbook situation that's happening right now with the Somali community. The other day, I happened to be.
Yo, I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. This O'Shea's video, I'm not gonna play all this video. Y'all wanna see more? Go over there, go check his video out. But I was like, what kind of rock I was on that I don't know nothing about that's going on in Texas. And Tekashi, shit 9, you not nothing, boy. I don't like you. I don't got no respect for you. You don't have no morals, bro. I don't even know how you still getting supported. That's to show you that in this world right now, no matter what you do, people gonna support you, bro. So you gonna have haters, you gonna have supporters. I know I'm gonna have some haters too, because I don't rock with him. I don't like the message he putting out there. He telling people to be obnoxious, crazy, and when the consequence come, he not standing up for it. He trying to bail himself out, do all kind of crazy stuff, tell on people, doing everything. So I don't respect that. Then how he using the N-word right there, I just can't respect it. I have no respect for that. I cannot respect it. I can't see my peoples getting disrespected like that. And like I said, that interviewer, Say Cheese or whatever his name is, he's just like, he's soft, because he should have checked him right there and said something. I know he's not the nigga police, but he could have said something to him about it, right? He could have said something. He could have been like, bro, you know, it could be offensive to some people. You know what I'm saying? But then maybe Tekashi had security, and Say Cheese ain't no gangster. He probably, you know, Say Cheese just an interviewer anyways, but I would have said something to him about it. I'm in Florida. He in Florida. We run into each other. I'm going to say something to him about it. You heard me? I'm not no big whatever he's saying, but hey, but like I said, bro, I'm out.